All right, guys. So I have been reading through the Clayton Howard versus Cassie and Sean Combs lawsuit, and I wanted to go over just a couple things. The main question that I want to pose in this particular video is, did Cassie lie? Okay, so I'm going to switch over to the actual complaint. Give me one sec. All right. Okay, so in the complaint, Howard versus Combs Ventura, Mr. Howard says this in his facts. He says Miss Ventura manipulates Mr. Howard into MDMA use and unprotected sex. During the trial testimony of Miss Ventura, Mr. Howard heard her statements regarding Mr. Combs and how she allegedly had been forced to have unprotected sex with male entertainers. Miss Ventura claimed to have never wanted such activities and to have only engaged in them as a result of Mr. Combs' abuse and attempts to blackmail her. Although this allegation was substantiated in one instance during the trial, it is not the same in all. It also does not completely substantiate all of Miss Ventura's claims of force and coercion, as every instance is not the same. Mr. Howard confidently asserts that Mr. Combs did not force Miss Ventura to engage in a sexual encounter after the overdose she experienced while in his presence. It was Miss Ventura who begged for the encounter despite Mr. Combs' repeated attempts to end the night due to the overdose. Wow. Mr. Howard confidently asserts that it was Miss Ventura who initiated unprotected sexual contact with him, and Mr. Combs had no knowledge of it occurring until it was underway. Once Mr. Combs, who was observing the sexual activity, noticed there was no condom being used, he stopped the activity and confronted Miss Ventura about her actions. In response, Miss Ventura lied to Mr. Combs, falsely informing him that she had reviewed Mr. Howard's STD test results, and had confirmed he was completely clean. Mr. Howard, immediately conscious of the lie, interrupted and told Mr. Combs the truth, which was what Miss Ventura had told him was false. Mr. Howard then provided his actual STD test results to Mr. Combs directly from his email. Once unprotected sex began, Mr. Howard would be pressured into continuing by both parties. Mr. Howard was told he would be the exclusive partner of Miss Ventura, and it was agreed he would be compensated in exchange for clean test results and continued exceptional service. The arrangement was agreed to after Mr. Howard was coerced into participating in an orgy with Miss Ventura. Mr. Combs and another male provider named Daniel Phillip. The goal of the orgy was to determine who could please Miss Ventura the longest without issue, Mr. Howard or Mr. Phillip. The two men were offered substances and expected to perform continuously, taking turns with Miss Ventura, who was an eager and willing participant. This encounter lasted for nearly 2 days before it ended. When Mr. Howard outlasted Mr. Phillip, he was declared the winner, and the exclusive arrangement was proposed. Drug use was a major component of the encounters during the majority of the meetings. Mr. Howard did not engage in harder drugs for the first 2 years until they were offered to him by Miss Ventura. Mr. Howard, seeking to stay awake in response to repeated requests to satisfy Miss Ventura, began to have difficulty staying awake as more was demanded of him. Miss Ventura offered Mr. Howard ecstasy, claiming it to be light and harmless in the dosage she would provide. Mr. Howard would later learn from Miss Ventura that she had tripled his dosage in order to get him freaky, as he recalls, and increase the intensity of the encounter. Believing the two were in a monogamous relationship since the exit of Mr. Phillip, always receiving clean results when taking STD tests, And through the inducement of drugs and alcohol, the unprotected sex continued. All right, let me know what y'all think.